take notice. How could everything feel right and the timing so offbeat? Drunken master style, make it sound like a mob king. Couldn't match my style. We don't kill him softly, make the sound vibrate, penetrate through the concrete. Take notice, some wanna off me. All these primates don't let the hate exhaust me. When it resonates, be too late. Where you lost, he got me digging in the crates, drawing for the grapes that brought me. Take notice, so many mistakes, tough breaks, till it taught me the night's on state. No state, it's a mockery. Mine's not safe, they ain't straight. Too much cockery, there's no escape from your fate. You do not see. Take notice, my state of mind, say this brass tacks through the fuckery before reaction. Analyze situation serious, talking all conscious knowledge and sense. Make you delirious, it's just sprinkles, it's just sprinkles. Here comes Mr. Softy, too young to handle, initiated into the posse. Take notice, yo, this guilty crime got me. Many will call, but only few chose to pass. Backs against the wall, some chose to laugh. Steady and calm, few chose to rap. Who the what said he won't last. Take notice, drop the L-bomb, boom, felt the blast. Wisdom of the womb, I set the cast. When asked, up for the task, the made a better catch up, cause we move fast. Take notice, hocus pocus, alakazam. See the underlying keys in the movie Shazam. Though I miss the palm trees and the beautiful sand. Embrace destiny, always will, never ran. Better ask somebody, don't know who I am. Never find me on the book of the gram. Take notice, do what we want, cause you know that we can. Your favorite rapper, yo, he's a fan. Know this, rules of engagement when you step on my land. Precision executing all the plan. Stay focused, no one's innocent by where I stand. Don't need me, she don't need no man. Felt hopeless, didn't ask, I was dealt that hand. See right through your shammy scams. Took notice, diagnosis, high voltage, very corrosive. One dosage might bring you the closest. What's the prognosis? Extremely explosive. We was on that cold tip. Narda, Trevor, D-Rock, Nosage, Kurat, Protexhead, Jelly Bean, oh shit. Was wanna be Montana, but all I know is Sosa live. F your couch, nigga, depending where your sofa is. In your house, nigga, feng shui was overdid. Run your mouth, big up, know your career over with. Left, right, always been soldiering. Stand at attention, head high, look sober, King Tuskegee Airmen. We fly, control the wind, don't gotta say more. Every time, you already know the thing. Reason for the rhyme is to remind we hold the ring, championship mind on the line. We going in. It's moments like this that define we're born to win. Iron sharp iron, but if we dull and the light is dim, no calculating. F a plan, do it on the whim. Can't map moves I'm making. Goddamn, days looking slim. Space supposed to be vacant. I'm outside looking in. Rules that I'm breaking on the south side, they call it sin. Risk that I'm taking, I'm going out on a limb. Blue miss a sensation. She was there through thick and thin. Antennas to the ancients. My locks I'll never trim. Take notice, you can smell it, Hack like your shit don't stink, you be telling, act like your shit won't sink. Who knows what compelling, when these tracks probably made a thing. I ain't buying what you selling, acts, bylaws, conniving wink, secret handshakes, say they white, but they all pink. Red nose when the shame, shot nose off the sphinx, turn black and blue when you bruise, it's like you really ain't. Thought I was the colored one, had me fooled, really convinced, almost had a breakthrough. On the verge, you're on the brink, no it sounds like I hate you, but that's absurd, it's just the kinks I'm working out in my armor, make sure that there's no chinks. We don't deal with informers, dirty little things. While them decimals and commas make that deficit just shrink. Just barracudas and piranhas, we don't even blink. We eliminate the drama, then everything just sinks. Take notice, run the muck on them.
Nigga, you foul.
Cluck on him.
Quack, quack.
Daffy.
O'Donnell Duck on him.
Nigga, you a clap.
Got that Jeff Daniels on him.
When you see us,
you down.
Got that Steph Seth on him.
You be in the crowd.
Run the check on him.
You be talking loud.
Nike step on him.
Lies not allowed.
Take notice.
Before Asana, there wasn't enough coffee in the world for me to get all the things I needed to do done. Asana is the game changer for project management. If you want to stop chasing cats all the time and pinging people on statuses, Asana.
Picky cat. Chewy has a cat food for any cat mood. Yeah.
rising. I looked inside of my temple, became enlightened. I bring the fury, no Tyson. It's Ali Khan Bey. I'm focused on my duty. I'm here to master the day, so make way for Prince Ali. I channel my chi. We part in the sea. And just like my mother's brother, I came from a thunder. I came up straight out the gutter. I bring down lightning and thunder like Thor's hammer. But I'm low key when I strike. I'm piercing through the toughest armor of a night. I'm rolling up that Mafi leaf. Give me the light, no Sean Paul. If the body is the temple, I'm a Taj Mahal, never fall. We the rock of Gibraltar. Why the hell will we falter? We not under oath. Oh, he the GOAT. Well, I'm coming for the throat. He out of line. Death to the dark priest. Sincerely, the kind of cons.
3 trimesters of greatness pop. This Moorish science, this ain't pop. I recollect, applied, and perfect. It wasn't long ago, I was calling collect. In a maximum facility, now I got humility, unmatched ability, give me serenity. Virgo, Pisces, Taurus, my true trinity. The infantry, perfected symmetry. Wanna float in these waters and check your density with show efficiency. Are you complacent? You gotta look within and answer that statement. You gotta say Ashe when liquid hit the pavement. Containment, master your impulses, or fall for the hypnosis. We smelling like hemp roaches, maintaining intense focus. I ain't with the excuses. If I look within, you find out where the truth is.
I'm sitting on my square all day. Studious and street Moors don't play. You talking color book, man, fuck what you say. I know the Constitution is in my DNA.
Yeah.
Grand rising. I looked inside of my temple, became enlightened. I bring the fury, no Tyson. It's Ali Khan Bey. I'm focused on my duty. I'm here to master the day, so make way for Prince Ali. I channel my chi. We part in the sea. And just like my mother's brother, I came from a thunder. I came up straight out the gutter. I bring down lightning and thunder like Thor's hammer. But I'm low key when I strike. I'm piercing through the toughest armor of a night. I'm rolling up that Mafi leaf. Give me the light, no Sean Paul. If the body is the temple, I'm a Taj Mahal, never fall. We the rock of Gibraltar. Why the hell will we falter? We not under oath. Oh, he the GOAT. Well, I'm coming for the throat. He out of line. Death to the dark priest. Sincerely, the kind of cons.
3 trimesters of greatness pop. This Moorish science, this ain't pop. I recollect, applied, and perfect. It wasn't long ago, I was calling collect. In a maximum facility, now I got humility, unmatched ability, give me serenity. Virgo, Pisces, Taurus, my true trinity. The infantry, perfected symmetry. Wanna float in these waters and check your density with show efficiency. Are you complacent? You gotta look within and answer that statement. You gotta say Ashe when liquid hit the pavement. Containment, master your impulses, or fall for the hypnosis. We smelling like hemp roaches, maintaining intense focus. I ain't with the excuses. If I look within, you find out where the truth is.
I'm sitting on my square all day. Studious and street Moors don't play. You talking color book, man, fuck what you say. I know the Constitution is in my DNA. I know I'm a Moor, it's in my DNA. And I'm the true American, it's in my DNA. Got my fez in my turban, mother's DNA. I do it for the nation, activate your DNA. As I walk down the street like a street Moor, I'm looking for some food, fuck the meat store. See, once you get the truth, your body fiend for more. I study, get the bookstore. I study, and I want some more. I came out the womb, I'm not made of straw. I navigate the sea, I demonstrate the law. And I ain't speaking on that color shit at all. I'm a Lodio, Islam, I want it all. I defend mine with the scimitar, don't be alarmed. I'm on my square, shining bright, that more's a star. Wake up, sun gaze to the morning star. I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus. Full life, not civil little martus. Full life. More is a verb, more is a noun. Matter the more because black is an adjective. But the black saddest thing you over Madigan. Christian back coast, Pope of the Vatican. Listen, my people, no time for shenanigans. If this an island, I'ma call you Gilligan. Trace myself back, I'm a rock and I'm here again. Moorish Americans know what the spirit is. The more that you study, the clearer it gets. Did it myself, now I cheer again. This the prophet, we not friends again. Now I can hear again, see again. Welcome to me again, God being me again. Sons of Allah, did it with intelligence. Study, 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 did it with some diligence. 7-11, they mad cause I'm militant. Christopher Columbus, the slave and I'm serious. Slave is a bloodline, we did the labor. Leave me alone, I don't need any favors. Keep all that money, that shit is just paper. The United States is only on paper. The way you fight back, thoughts written on paper. You can save yourself cause no one can save you. Gotta study self, change your behavior. The higher, the lower, now here come the danger. The lower is walking with one in the chamber. Higher is trying to control all the anger. My ego is saying fuck all of you haters. I'm ready for this, I'm ready for war. 2 seconds on the clock, 1 shot and I'm ready to score. Stop killing over colors, what's that for? Not nigga black colors, we are Moors. I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus. Full life, not civil little martus. Full life.
Son of a mother, airship. None of them others can fierce dick. Pop smoking but not broken. Riot spoken, screaming BLM. When you see them all, we ain't them. Stay strong, some weak with no end. Who flow? Track up the track, what the hell you know? We are moles, not baby clones. The great and the great they roll. Nah, in the veins they yo. I'm NFA with y'all, but we ain't them. When the real and the real the real. Got news from CNN or MHS. Taj on VHS. Canaanland Moors for the latest. And to Muhammad, Ali, the greatest. If you talk color, not hearing ya. Bloodsuckers hold more than malaria. No need to put there's lots of fear in ya. Just throw you a book and you're scared enough. Bye-bye, little sheep while they're shearing ya. Next day, forget where you're naked from. That's not a heart, that's the shape of a lady's bum. Or 2 separated, slice open atria.
I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus. Full life, not civil little martus. Full life. I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus. Full life, not civil little martus. Full life.
Corporate to run at the Cali. On paper, riots break up. Things I get open get carried. Take it home to your family. This Lone Star's not Texas. It's Moorish, not matinee. Stay touring, not here to stay. This I'm a rock, not United States. On the rock, not rock with me. On the block, firm, not top heavy. Push more with black, nothing happening. Who's wearing masks, getting robbed, not me. Real life monopoly.
When we all believe in her, we all play for Canada.
Toys for every moment and every age. Walmart exclusives they want. Prices you'll love. Delivered.
Buddha.
It never occurs to man having too much earthly drenches the world in blood, soul becomes unworthy, even though it's perfect. In the body of a fool, you better use the carpenter's tools, no opinions but truths. Get out the feudal mind state, Slavic and stateless. Don't wanna be a Moor but wearing Masonic aprons. Call yourself shades, colors, and land masses. Kicking you niggas' asses to put on nationality glasses. Big mad in the store, seeing the massless. Haters need exemptions, witness or they ass kiss. One of the best Moorish MCs talking about practice. The way we pull up references, mind callous. I'm balanced, meditate on social media detox. Study secrets of righteous Moorish Enochs. Canaanland Khalifa, L-bomb, hip-hop, epoch. Feudal-minded are the dips at we Elodio D-block. No verses, rituals, scratch the surface. Put reverses on the feudal mental slave curses. Freedom is a must. Free national standards, even NBA players are anti-vaxxers. Common sense is only common with the few. Claim a slave name, Negro, learn to make do. Playing the corporate game when we were free in Peru. Y'all been brainwashed, waiting on the Biru. Why y'all loving the fake truce? My tang is who? Stab vamps with the pointed cross before his fang is through. Get stabbed like ice, shot like a corkscrew. Elodio minded, never civil little mortus.
A picture worth 1,000 words. I paint pictorials with these nouns and verbs. My appetite is hard to curb, customs I preserve. You got an empress in your corner, y'all from the curb. To get your mind blown out, just send a word. I orelate and captivate. Oh, you ain't heard? To look forward, you gotta rewind it. Unrestricted thoughts, I'm melodious minded. Harmonious vibe whenever I chime in. You listening to the X Factor like Simon. I dived in the waters and didn't make a ripple. They thought it was sweet, like honeysuckle. Now Negroes running to me when they in a pickle. But when I tried to put them on, they was acting fickle. When I baptized, it's a flood, not a drizzle. Canaanland to Khalifa, we gon' make them shrivel.
I was doing time in the universal mind, but the universe is mine, blowing through wind chimes.
Buddha. It never occurs to man having too much earthly drenches the world and blood soul becomes unworthy, even though it's perfect. In the body of a fool, you better use the carpenter's tools, no opinions but truths. Get out the feudal mind state, Slavic and stateless. Don't wanna be a Moor but wearing Masonic aprons. Call yourself shades, colors, and land masses. Kicking you niggas' asses to put on nationality glasses. Big mad in the store, seeing the massless. Haters need exemptions, witness or they ass kiss. One of the best Moorish MCs talking about practice. The way we pull up references, mind callous. I'm balanced, meditate on social media detox. Study secrets of righteous Moorish Enochs. Canaanland Khalifa, L-bomb, hip-hop, epoch. Feudal-minded are the dips at we Elodio D-block. No verses, rituals, scratch the surface. Put reverses on the feudal mental slave curses. Freedom is a must. Free national standards, even NBA players are anti-vaxxers. Common sense is only common with the few. Claim a slave name, Negro, learn to make do. Playing the corporate game when we were free in Peru. Y'all been brainwashed, waiting on the Biru. Why y'all loving the fake truce? My tang is who? Stab vamps with the pointed cross before his fang is through. Get stabbed like ice, shot like a corkscrew. Elodio minded, never civil little mortus.
A picture worth 1,000 words. I paint pictorials with these nouns and verbs. My appetite is hard to curb, customs I preserve. You got an empress in your corner, y'all from the curb. To get your mind blown out, just send a word. I orelate and captivate. Oh, you ain't heard? To look forward, you gotta rewind it. Unrestricted thoughts, I'm melodious minded. Harmonious vibe whenever I chime in. You listening to the X Factor like Simon. I dived in the waters and didn't make a ripple. They thought it was sweet, like honeysuckle. Now Negroes running to me when they in a pickle. But when I tried to put them on, they was acting fickle. When I baptized, it's a flood, not a drizzle. Canaanland to Khalifa, we gon' make them shrivel.
I was doing time in the universal mind, but the universe is mine, blowing through wind chimes, penned in thin lines, sent to bend time in rhyme from here to midnight. Then I'm off to the next plane she chooses to send me. To master this pen game, Sabadia Sensei, I'm your idol, the highest title, numero uno. Holder in due course, your mortgage is fool's gold. Truth told with your dead pledge, I'm wiping my culo. I'm the title and the deed, held in high esteem, neither serf nor a thief. So don't try it with me, your cognitive dissidents, fraudulent instruments, a hit or miss. So keep your mitts off of my hereditament, elodio minded. You've been blinded, searching for the donus gifts, you won't find it. They stray misguided while I stay the livest.
What up, X? Yo. You two trolls catch my scimitar blade and turn snitch. Your man is your dog and your homegirl a bitch. Inquisition lies turn high priestess to witch. Burned at the stake, cooked like fish Escovitch. COINTELPRO are not pros but rookies. TikTok program makes young girls shake their cookies. Transgenders wanna be called proper pronouns. D-Wade's son turned daughter, pawn of the order. Used for the rituals, niggas wearing capris. Slam dunk champ shorts are way above his knees. By yourself with 3 masks on, that's a disease. Most of y'all are crack fiends for vaccines, giving passes to perv clones like Weinstein, while in your favorite actor had property on Epstein Island. Hollywood Kazaj, tribe of 13 wizards, blowing lies make visibility pour like blizzards. With sins greater than 55 miles per hour, stupidity will surely get your minds devoured. Using your soul to quench the thirst of diabolic devils, then ignorance would rise past hyperbolic levels. Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in? Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in?
I put your head on the water and show you what's important. You need ear, of course, a Moor will appear. Anywhere I stand, Morocco is there. So no matter where I stand, my rights will be clear. The law of the land, signed by the air. Ooh, the true air. Ownership, caught up in color, you disown the ship. A black star with black people in it. Ship got your way before Julie boarded it. That's a smart plan by some hybrids. But the birds still fly with a message, a flag of culture, heritage, American Republic. Feeling like Carthage, you're driving cars, I'm riding elephants. You're thinking nothing relevant. Black before every statement, you're an agent. Need I say more? I'm in 7-Eleven. You're thinking corner stores, human rights declared, but how they corner yours?
Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in? Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in?
Yeah, the viewpoint from the viewpoint from up there is pretty sweet too. Let's see what we got. Da, 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 da. We're on the Roman Bridge. Let's see how many people join. Peace, everyone. Well, you can hear me. We're on the Roman Bridge in Cordoba. Shout out to Asir, the Duke of Tears, and Selena Cordoba L, Empress of 10,000 years. Actually, 1,000,000,000 years, but that's a whole other story. So let's see who joins. There's only one person on. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. Let's see.
So we're talking about the path, Islam to all the Moors. Last session we were talking about the path. And the path's there. Even lit for you. The path there is lit for you. And then there's a destination where you're going. Some people are looking from the dock. And they're missing everything. Some people are missing everything. But the two in the back who they're seeing what's going on, it's all about you. It's all about you. So to catch you up to date, the Moors right now are near Cordoba, Spain. They're at Alhambra and just being themselves, Moors. Right? When we say Moors, we're talking about, people who honor Noble Drew Ali, who know about the 5 principles, know that we're Muslims, going down the line, whatever you want to pick. They're down, see eye to eye with everything in the Moorish paradigm, and there's no issues. We're accepting we're Moors, like Chinese accept their Chinese, and Mexicans accept their Mexicans, and everybody else who has a nationality. Now these Moors study Noble Drew Ali, and Noble Drew Ali made references to our people being connected. Our people meaning the ones in North America, above Mexico, who don't have a knowledge of self. That we're descended from these ancient people. Ancient people who did wondrous things. 2024 comes up now. You've been reading all these books about the Moors, and then you decide to go to the Alhambra. And then you're seeing Moors walking around. Not talking about unconscious Moors that's over there with nothing having to do with their culture. There's there like a sightseer. You're actually seeing the living manifestation of all that historical whatever that you read about 2024. People say they saw a UFO. You say, nah. And what they're going to say? What, as long as I seen a UFO, what's the next thing you want to see? Did you have your camera? You got something to show me? These Moors getting ran up to, want to take pictures with them. Remember, we're not talking about on this side of the world where we're beating it into our head. There are people that they're Moors and they don't want to hear what we're saying. We're talking about across the Atlantic Ocean, some Moors are getting treated like Moors. They're not assuming they're black. When they have conversations, black, none of that stuff's coming up. None of that. Right? The consciousness level is obviously higher because these people have Moors around them every day. So it's normal for them that they're not fascinated. They're not blown away by the Moors yet. They're still missing it. They still think that's Jeff. That's Jeff. That's not Jeff Bay. That's not Jeff Bay. That's Jeff who used to go to school. And we see them still say that they're Jeff and all that. It's a reality right now for some people on the other part of the world that they happen to be walking through Spain where the Moors ruled for 800 years. They read about this stuff in the books. They had never seen Moors before. All they do is read about Moors. And they decide to go over to this castle that the Moors used to be a Moors castle. And they go in there and Moors are in there walking around with fezzes on and turbans. You think these people aren't going to blow circuits? All they could do is run up and no. If that was all of us that were there, if all of us knew that we were Moors, they'll probably just run out and just give somebody the key. There's the key, and then they're out. That's how easy the handoff is going to be. But our people aren't there yet. They're still Negro, black, colored. They haven't figured it out. Still blind. Still blind. It's okay. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn the easy way or the hard way. So what do you want to be black for? Now you see black is everything negative. And don't worry about empaths and all that stuff, because the empath, that's science fiction. That's not even a real thing. Right? I'll say intuition before empath. I'll say seer or high priest before some empath. The point is, nobody wants to be black. Your dumbass is looking at everything wrong. Black is everything negative. Everybody wants to be free white people, right? Happy, no whatever. And then you, big dummy, you want to be black. All right, fine. Then everybody's going to put their stuff on you. And you'll be the scapegoat of humanity. So you're playing scapegoat games. No problem. Everybody's just going to put all their stuff on you and go about living their life in harmony and peace. While you're sitting here like a dumbass and mad when Moors tell you what's up to your face, and now you want to fight. But you don't want to fight people who's killed people in their house, shot them in their face. You don't kill them. But you want to fight Moors for telling you the truth, trying to wake you up. You want to fight Moors. You go fight people that murdered people kneeling on their neck. How come you didn't fight them? You want to fight Moors. We're not lying. We're bringing the truth. Don't get mad. That's one of our principles. Get mad at Noble Drew Ali. Don't get mad at Moors. One of the principles is truth. So that's what Moors are on, truth. There's no need to lie. Don't get mad at Moors. They just sold you. By you taking on everybody else's stuff, you become black. Now everybody else is running around happy and you're sitting there like a dumbass because you took on everybody else's stuff like a big dummy. And then talk about you're an empath. Yeah, empath, you're a big dummy. And then you have no shields or anything like that to protect yourself from all these negative energies that people are putting on you. And it never even registered in your mind that you have to be of sound mind to even be able to deflect all those energies. They say aura is my armor for some lyrics, some hip hop song, whatever. That's a real thing. Aura is the armor for real. You know what? Empath, nothing. Stop taking on people's stuff because it makes you black. And once you're black, then you can't do anything with yourself. Look at you. Everybody's happy and loving all that stuff. Look at you. Just standing there, black. Don't be a big dummy. Don't be a big dummy. Where is he at too? Remind me. Don't be these big dummies, huh? Don't be them. You liars.
The Moors not having control of the Americas. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think there's ever been any significant evidence of Moors have any.
Let me know significant evidence of Moors what? Noble Drew Ali was running Chicago in the 1920s. Where were the Indians at? What were the Indians doing in the 1920s? Noble Drew Ali was about to take over the government. And everything would be back into the hands of the Moors. All the Indians would have been down with it saying, yeah, we're Moors, we're Moors, we're Moors. When that happened, all Indian proverbs and all that stuff, the Sachem and all that coming, the return of the ancient ones and all that stuff. What do you think that is? All of them know that was Noble Drew Ali. If all the Masons know that was Noble Drew Ali, then all the Indians know because all of them are Masons too. Whatever degrees you want to pull out. And why are all the Masons? Because some Illuminati? No, because everybody has to pretend to be Moors to rule on the earth plane. You're not ruling as anything else. The Moors ruled for 800 years. That wasn't just Spain only. That was the world. Rule the world for 800 years. You know what are you telling me about dusty pyramids? How about we talk about Alhambra right there, that Moors are walking on that right now? Anybody going in no pyramids right now? What are they going to pyramids to do? What are they going in there for? That's a cemetery. Nobody goes to cemeteries just to go chill. Have you lost? Super lost. Talk about some pyramids. You see, everything was transferred to when the Moors were ruling. George G.M. James tells you that. And all these people give honors to George G.M. James. Are you going to leave that part out? That the Moors are the custodians of the ancient Kemetic knowledge? So if the Moors are the custodians of the ancient Kemetic knowledge, and then America is Egypt, then what are you talking about? There's no evidence of the Moors. Because there's no Egypt. All that America is Egypt is BS. They should be saying America is Morocco. Egypt fell already. You know, Egypt over here. Over here is Morocco. That's what they should be saying, because that's the 800 years of ruling that nobody wants to talk about, because they always talk about Spain only. Because if you talk about over here, then it gets rid of all that Indian BS. Then you know that the people here were Moors. And they were ruling this side as well, not just over there. Yeah, I know. I know, doggy. I know, doggy. I know. They should really be saying Morocco. They're lying when they say Egypt is America. Morocco is America. Egypt is North Africa, isn't it? Isn't North Africa where the Moors are ruling and everybody? The North African Moors and the North African... Well, Egypt's North Africa. Is it not? Okay, so if Egypt fell and the Moors are the custodians of the ancient Kemetic knowledge, then that would mean everything ancient Egypt is now Moorish, since the Moors are the custodians. Is this rocket science or something? And then there's 800 years of ruling with the Moors ruling. And then they lied again and told you Boabdil got conquered and then they took Granada. No, they didn't. Boabdil gave up the key and his mom spit in his face because he was a sellout. Just go read The Last Sigh of the Moor or whatever. Let's go read that. Go read that. I mean, there's no evidence of Moors over here. There's more evidence of Moors here than Indians here. The Constitution says Indian, and my grandma said Indian, and what about 500 years ago? What about 5,000 years ago? What Indians are you talking about? And like Brother Salim always says, M-A-U-R, because that's ancient Egypt. That's before M-O-O-R and all that. And as G.M. James told you, the Moors were the custodians of the ancient Kemetic knowledge. Nobody said no. No chematologist who ever said, nah, that's not how it went like that. Everybody gives honors to stolen legacy. Nobody says any BS about stolen legacy. Nobody. Anybody who's a reader, they know about stolen legacy. The hell out of here. Stop playing around. When the game's gonna stop? Stop the games. right? Now look, right? So if ancient Kemetic Thoth guy could say Islam, Moors, and we're Moors and all that stuff, then what's wrong with all the other Kemetic people? If we know Hebrew Israelites that say Islam, Moor, peace and love, honors to noble Drew Ali and all that stuff, and they're not debating with us about them, what's wrong with all these other Hebrew Israelite whoever's? Why are they marching up and down the place for? With no nationality. Playing marching games. We're Moors. That's just what it is. Right? We're Moors. When you could get your head wrapped around that, we'll be fine. Until that, this is what you have. People lying on live. Lying on live that there's no evidence of the Moors. When a Moor is any dark-skinned person. Any. And Redbone is dark-skinned. I don't know where you thought red bones are light or something like that. I don't know where you thought. Ain't nobody identified by how they look. No one. Everybody has a nationality except these Negroes in America. Playing they know their self because they're wearing dashikis and all that. But they don't know that they're Moors. Then you don't know yourself. You don't know yourself if you don't know that you're a Moor. You don't know yourself. Playing. We'll let them play because we always got receipts.
Anything more to do but have treaty with the United States. With the United States, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's any documented proof of any group that identifies as Moors, right? I think even that's like a vague term.
Produced. In 1621, the word Indian was substituted for Moorish. With this single alteration, the original text was again transcribed in 1730. The word Indian was substituted for Moorish. So brothers, everybody's talking about they Indians around here, you're really a Moor.
Why are you running around here talking about Indians if you're really a Moor? Because in 1621, Indian was substituted for Moorish. So all the grandma said we're Indian and all that stuff, that's not real. Grandma didn't know what the hell she was talking about. She better stick to herbs and all that stuff. Stick to seasoning the pork back and all that. Stick to cow foot soup and all that. Stick to that. Then start talking about identity. Because grandma didn't know what she's talking about identity. If 1620, how come grandma didn't tell you in 1621 the word Moor got substituted? She didn't say that. Why not? Like, come on now. If Pele knows, how don't you know? How come you don't know? What is wrong with you that you don't get it? Because remember, he has nationality. He's not Negro, black, colored. You're not black anything. Keep that in mind. You're an African, Aboriginal and indigenous to this land. Aboriginal. You know your nationality. Nationality. Play around like they're Maroons and all that stuff, but chief guy is Moorish, Fez is up. This Moorish, Fez is up, but they're Maroons. You're right. Somebody's a Moor around here, and not telling these people that they're Moors, playing Maroon games. So if you know that we're Moors, then why are you playing Maroon games? Y'all got your own land and all that stuff out there. How come there ain't stuff built on it yet? How's other people coming here and digging and stuff that cutting down trees and taking lumber that you ain't cut down and did something with yet? It's supposed to be your land. Isn't the Maroon land their land? Isn't that theirs? Like, oh, look at that. You know what? Who doesn't know that we're Moors? Might as well do it. Might as well do it now. We got some time. Because something's going on here. How are all these people playing games or what is going on? Because if the Maroon head, the Maroon chief, is wearing fez, that means Moorish. That doesn't mean Maroon. That doesn't mean Indians. That means Moorish. Red fez, that's Moorish automatically. So what is the issue? That these people can't just say that they're Moors, so get all the other people to say that we're Moors, so we can get some stuff done. Like what? Why is this stuff hard? Why is this hard? The self-hate is really like that? We're gonna be everything except Moors? That's how the self-hate is that deep? I mean, I'm being sarcastic, obviously, because we already told you from the beginning, this is for the two in the back. This is not for 5 million people out there to get this. What is it, 51 people on here? Right? How many people are in the world? 51 people are on here. That's two in the back. Yeah. That's why this is divine and then it's national. This is why I said study yourself. Is the when you're done studying, you think you know something, go study yourself. You don't know jack. Sit the hell down in the corner somewhere. Clearly you haven't studied yourself. If you study yourself as a Maroon, you would look at this guy and say, hold on a second, how come this guy's wearing a red fez or whatever like that and telling us that we're Maroons? What? You got a red fez. I see Noble Drew Ali with that same stuff right there. I see Noble Drew Ali with that same feather out the pineal gland. The supercharged bindi. You seen it? These people playing around. Right. Mali, why don't you push the button instead of talking crazy in the chat? Don't talk crazy in the chat. Push the button. You really think that I have fucks to give about approach and all that stuff? Noble Drew Ali came 100 years ago. I was Negro, Black, Colored, African, Hebrew, and all that BS too. And I found out all of it is BS. Now I'm saying I'm Moorish. And then there's people still saying that they're African and all that. You already know you didn't get over here on no ship. They play those games if they want to. They already said 2 in the back. If you're not one of the 2 in the back, then FOH. We're not here for friendships and all that crap. We're here to rebuild our nation. Our shit is decimated right now, and we're building back up. We don't have time to play games with people. Either you're either on this or you're not. And if you're not, then go over there and do whatever you're doing over there. Don't concern yourself with over here. Don't be going on Moors' lives and talking crazy about Moors. Moors don't exist and Moors aren't this and that. Don't be coming in our chat as if we asked you to come over here. We didn't ask you to come over here. Just go on some other channel. The hell are you over here for? Right? We just came from doing a lecture near Chicago, full house. How are we not helping? Talking to people today, helping them with getting their paperwork done. Because they're 2 in the back, they realize, oh damn, this is actually a real thing. I didn't know this was a real thing like that. Some people are tapping in, as they should be tapping in, because this stuff's 100 years. This stuff's been going on. You just finding out. Stuff's been around for 100 years. You just finding out. You're not pissed. Nobody told you about Noble Drew Ali. They dress up like him, right? They dress up like him. They talk like him. But they don't mention him. And you really don't know. And they told you about everybody else. And they never tell you about him because he's the only one that told you about your nationality and that you're not the slave brands. You're not the slave brands. You're not those. Soon as somebody starts bringing those up, you already know that they're a fraud. Caveat emptor. Buyer beware. As soon as they're talking about African and all that stuff, buyer beware. If they're not talking about nationality and they're playing fictions, don't be putting all your finance into them. You don't see what happened with the last people? The gays took their finance. Stole all their finance, bought mansions. These people didn't even go kick those gates down and burn those mansions down. They didn't even do that. People sold them out. They didn't even do that. You think it's a joke. Which, you know, they're allowed to. They're allowed to think it's a joke. Sorry. They're definitely allowed to.
Is that the major motivation of their voyages were to take control of the spice and gold trades of the Moors. And they were trying to get to Madagascar, what is known as Madagascar today, and Hindustan, which used to be called Peru. And one of the navigators for the Nino for Colombo's voyages was Pedro, a Moor, who was captured. And he took them to the last of the Atlantis Islands, which is known today as Port Again, ATETC. And they never hit the mainland, but they saw similarity in the cultures, crescents and the stars, turbans, feathers, and their turbans, etc. And they called them Hindustani or Indian. That's how the Moors became known as Indians of the West, or they called West Indies. But they know that we're not Indians.
They know we're not Indians. Then why would you want to be Indian knowing that from 1778 to 1871, the United States signed some 368 treaties? 368 treaties. Are you telling me that these people are sellouts? Stop it. Why the hell are you doing 368 treaties with these foreigners? Explain to me. And don't tell me all some forcing and all that stuff, because these are modern Europeans. 5 of them came over here. Stop the BS. Stop it. Right? All treaties that these people broke. This is them. The Indian. Why the hell are you doing treaties with this modern European? How come you don't know the jurisdiction is the Sultan? How come you don't know it? The Sultan of Morocco is the jurisdiction for the Americas. How come you're doing your own treaties? We already said, don't talk shit in the chat. Just push the button. Because you like to shit talk in the chat instead of just pushing the button and getting on here and saying your piece, whatever BS it is. We let people talk on here. Yeah. Native Americans was slavers too. What's your point? Sultan was a slaver, and so were Native Americans, so were Moors, so were Europeans. What's your point? Who wasn't a slaver? Who didn't have somebody else as their property? Stop the BS. Like, you don't know what's up, Pata. Like, you think because you change your name, you're Anu now? Now you're Anu? What, you think something changed? We know you're still a op. We know you're still a agent. You know you're a sellout. You're not confused. You know you people. You didn't change your name, think you're doing something. Like, only an agent would say, I'm not an agent. We read the FBI papers, man. We already know what's up. Yeah. You should have just said Peter. I know you know. I know it's you, Peter. Stop this. Stop it, Peter. I knew nothing. Where's your L or Bay? Tell me about no Anu. Anu. We're not your high priest. We're not your high priest. We're Moors. We know without a shadow of a doubt that we're Moors. And you can't tell us anything. So just like Mitzi or whatever the other one's name was that was on here, you could FOH too. Because there's no fucks over here to give for you either. As if what you say is going to change something over here. Not changing anything. Not changing anything. We're on our path. Right? Just got supercharged with the Moors at Mecca. You guys can't do jack right now. But just take it. Take it or go somewhere else. Those are your options. You guys don't have too many options left. Options are running out. Options are running out. Right. Look, big dummies. Who said that we had the remedy? Did we say we have the remedy for something? Who is the Moor head of state? Noble Drew Ali is the Moor head of state. Who else is going to be the head of state? Because this is theocracy, right? So since this is theocracy, it's guided by Allah. Didn't Drew Ali say that? It's guided by Allah, isn't it? All right, so it's a theocracy. So don't tell me any BS about who's the Sultan. What's Sultan? What's Sultan when we're Moors? What is a Sultan to do? More Sultan to do what? Who's talking about religion? It's a theocracy. That's not religion. That's government guided by God. If you have a Pata, Anu, whatever, and it's guided by God, it's a theocracy. I don't care what you call it. What do you mean, who is in the prophet's seat? Why would somebody be in the prophet's seat? That's the prophet's seat. Like, what type of BS are you talking about? Who's in the prophet's seat? Why would somebody be in the prophet's seat if it's the prophet's seat? And then you know, what kind of egomaniac would want to even sit in the prophet's seat? Stop the madness. Just making up dumb shit. Making up dumb stuff. Right. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm the one that just came back from Chicago. What are you talking about? And Colorado, and Atlanta, and North Carolina. Where you been? What are you doing? Stop the BS. The hell are you talking about? We're not those temple Moors that y'all used to. That they just walk past you and they let you talk your BS while they're walking past. We're not those ones. We're about to say something. We're not those. Right? You think I was sitting on my ass doing nothing? I'm sitting on my ass now, chilling. Because I put in my work. Can't chill. Got to be working all the time or something? No. Who the hell are you? And I'm working all the time. Work doesn't stop. It's not emails, phone's not ringing. The hell? Talking crazy. Well, I told you got time today. So, you got time today. You got time. Let's push the button. Right? They're here for no reason. They're just here trying to be trolls. They're just trying to be trolls. That's all. Trying. I really have nothing better to do. I have time. I have time. It's not being wasted. That looks interesting. That's interesting. Hot off the press. riseofthemoors.org. Serving with integrity, leading with purpose. Let's talk. Hey, there you go. About the new rise of the Moors. Older posts. Kudro L. When you play lame games, Moors will eventually be looking at you to see your sincerity or dishonor. The rise of the Moors domain was bought by Khalifa Media through Mercy Charities because Rise of the Moors already got Moors looking messed up for 3 years after their BS on the highway playing Look at Me. And we have an opportunity to correct their fall of certain Moors rather than the fall of the rise of the Moors. 2, colonists are not going to get to buy the domain name and mess us forever using the rise of the Moors name. We can do more good with it than locked up rise of the Moors who turned out to be Moorish Muslim turncoats anyways. 3, rise of the Moors did not buy back their own domain. They never announced they lost the site, wanted the site, and never announced to help them get it back if they couldn't afford it. I don't wonder why they never asked for help to buy the domain back. 4, rise of the Moors were slick dissing Kudro L, who is the reason there is even a Rise of the Moors organization, because I was their #1 supporter when they were unknown. They were slick dissing Kudro L and other Moors doing Moorish hip-hop and calling ourselves Muslim instead of Muslim. P.S. I took notice of all you Moors liking the slick dissing posts, but I let that go. 5, Rise of the Moors didn't even attempt to pay back the funds sincere Moors donated to get them released from prison. Maybe if they paid back their assistance from Moors, they were slick dissing and were sincere, it would have been bought back for them by Moors. Rise of the Moors supporters or members didn't see the benefit of buying back the domain name of their organization after their site went down, which shows not even the Rise of the Moors members respected it. 7. Khalifa Media started Mercy Charities that ran fundraisers and contributed over $5,000 to their own funds to get them out the clink. The sincere spirit of the Rise of the Moors. In 2021, an unfortunate and suspicious event occurred involving an armed group purporting to represent the interests of the Moorish American. Fast forward 3 years after much consideration by those who once supported and assisted these Moors, and with the benefit of hindsight, and it turns out such was not the case. Whilst it is not our place to judge the motivations of individuals without supporting proof, what we can do is our best to protect the collective interest when it becomes obvious that individual actions threaten to disgrace us all for the acts of a few. In that spirit, we are seizing on this opportunity, gifted up by our great God Allah, to turn infamy into honor. Here is our list of sincere Moors assisting with the uplifting of fallen humanity while restoring and reminding the wider world of our once glorious past, inspired inspiration in those wanting to witness our promising future. Details of their industrious acts can be found by clicking on the image to visit their websites. Our connections, Moorish gathering in unity and fellowship. In a world that often focuses on division, the need for unity and fellowship within our community has never been more apparent. Recent years have presented challenges and opportunities that have shaped our collective path, allowing us to reflect, reassess, and reimagine our role as Moorish Americans dedicated to uplifting fallen humanity. As we gather, it is not only an opportunity to celebrate our shared heritage and achievements, but also to strengthen the bonds that bind us. We believe in the power of community to heal, inspire, and drive meaningful change guided by the principles that have defined us for generations. Here we honor the individuals who embody the true spirit of the Rise of the Moors, those who are committed to service, integrity, and the betterment of society. By coming together, we demonstrate our resilience and determination to honor our past and build a brighter future for all. Join us in celebrating this gathering of Moors, where unity is not just an ideal but a living, breathing force that moves us forward. Together, we are not only reclaiming our narrative, but also paving the way for the generations to come. And one of our connections examples is the Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice tour that's been going on for the past 2 years, where Moors have unified. Moors have showed unity. Moors have set aside whatever BS it is that we could make up to not be united, and united under what we know are the 5 principles: love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. And once you're with that, then we shouldn't have any issues. There shouldn't be any backstabbing. There shouldn't be any playing around. There shouldn't be any, everything should be built and based on these 5 principles. On July 27, 2024, Moors from around the continental US and Canada gathered in the Moorish Mecca, Chicago, to join in unity and fellowship. During the two-day meetup, Moors participated in a lecture presented by Kudro El Kushde and Sundiata El. After the lecture, Moors gathered in front of the historical landmark Unity Hall site of the first National Convention of the Moor Science Temple of America, followed by a visit to Lake Michigan before dinner at the Alhambra Palace restaurant. Day 2 of the meetup included a bus tour of downtown Chicago, then meeting with Kenyu Bay Supreme Grand Sheik of Grand Major Temple No. 1 Unity Temple. Presented below are a few images and videos from the event showcasing the rise of the Moors. Contact page. It's officially official. Check the site. Get yourself updated with what's going on. It's all about creating the narrative again that we actually are rising. Like we said, Moors are at Alhambra right now, Cordoba right now. Moors are in all these different so-called states, unifying, contacting with each other, building bridges, right? So so-called state-to-state connections. And it's gonna keep rising, because there's gonna keep being Moors. There's gonna keep being people, two in the back, who start figuring out what this is about. Right? Just talking to be talking. riseofthemoors.org. The domain's back in our hands now to do worthy with it, instead of people playing games. So if you're sincere, if you're honorable Moor, then reach out and show with your activity. Like, we have enough people going live. We don't need live people. Right? It's always a good time with the Moors. Always. They don't want to hit the damn link. They don't want to hit it. They want to hit it. But let's appease them right now. Right? They said chapter 45, right? Let's go to chapter 45. Let's go chapter 45. Divine origin of the Asiatic nations. The fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America need to learn to love instead of hate. That's for you. First line. First line, that's for you. Like first line. Learn to love instead of hate. Right? Link's been in the chat. Go search up and go get it, because I've been put it 2 times in there playing games. The fallen sons and daughters of the Asia, and it's not like there's 500 people in here and you could talk about, well, the chat's far, I can't do it. It's like six lines up. Stop it. Go get the damn link and push it. Don't be fat and lazy. The fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America need to learn to love instead of hate, and to know of his higher self and lower self. This is the uniting of the Holy Quran of Mecca for the teaching and instructing all Moorish Americans, etc. The key of civilization was and is in the hands of the Asiatic nations. The key of civilization was and is. Was and is. In the hands of the Asiatic nations. The Moorish, who were the ancient Moabites and the founders of the holy city of Mecca. Keep in mind, Drawley said Chicago is going to be your Mecca. Just keep that in mind. You hear Noble Drawley say Mecca? Remember that he told Moors Chicago is going to be their Mecca. The Egyptians, who were the Hammatites, and of a direct descendant of Mizraim, the Arabians, the seed of Hagar, Japanese and Chinese, the Hindus of India, the descendants of the ancient Canaanites, Hittites, and Moabites from the land of Canaan, the Asiatic nations and countries of North, South, and Central America, the Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America, the Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America, the Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America, Brazilians, Argentinians, and Chileans in South America, Colombians, Nicaraguans, and natives of San Salvador, Central America, etc. All of these are Muslims. The Turks are the true descendants of Hagar, who are the chief protectors of the Islamic creed of Mecca, beginning from Muhammad I, the founder of the uniting of Islam by the command of the great universal God Allah. Right. It seems very clear to me who the Asiatics are. And when I look around right now, all I see is Asiatics. I don't even see Europeans like that. I don't know where anybody else is at, but I don't really see Europeans like that. I'm seeing turbans all over the damn place. Moorish Americans is the name of the Asiatic nations that we come from. What do you mean? I just read it to you. That's Noble Drew Ali. Like I said, don't debate me. Go debate Noble Drew Ali. He's the one that said the Asia. Well, this is the question that you're asking, right? Your question: who do the Moorish Americans allude to? What is the name of the Asiatic nations which you come from? The Asiatic nations and countries in North, South, and Central America. The Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America. Those are the Asiatic nations that we allude to. Those are the Asiatic nations. The Asiatic nations are in North America, Moorish Americans and Mexicans. So those are the two Asiatic nations, the Moorish Americans and the Mexicans. You're not going to go debate Mexicans that are they Mexican? Where's their government and where's their this and that? No, you're not. So don't do that with Moorish Americans. You're not going to go debate the Chileans. You're not going to go tell the Chileans, you guys aren't Chileans. You guys are, you're not telling them that. So why are you doing that with us? We're all Asiatic nations of North America and South America and Central America and the adjoining islands. Even today's Filipinos, the more saying in the chat, even today's Filipinos are going back tomorrow. What are you talking about? Everybody wants to be Moors. Like, what do you mean? Ecuador, Panama. Panama has Panamanians. Ecuador has Ecuadorians. That's their Asiatic nation. Brazil has Brazilians. Guyana has Guyanese. That's their Asiatic nation. Our Asiatic nation is Moorish American. It's not hard to get. There's nothing to debate. There's nothing to prove like that. Just read Noble Drew Ali's stuff. He tells you everything. He didn't have any room for error. And then all those Asiatic nations are part of the Moorish Empire. It's not debate. I'm not saying I'm not a Moor tomorrow because you came on here and said, you know, something about Moors is wrong and you're right about it. Well, I'm going to say I'm not a Moor because of that? No. No. We called ourselves Moors. Why is this so hard to get? We're Moors. If you're dark skinned, you're a Moor. That's just what it is. If you're dark skinned, you're a Moor. It's real easy. I don't care if we called ourselves Cherokee, Indigo, Black, light skin, African. I don't care what we call ourselves. If we're all those things, we're a Moor. We can't be all those things and not be Moors. It's asinine to be all these other things. We're from Sirius A and Sirius B, but we're not Moors. Stop it. Talking foolish. Stop talking foolish. You're talking incompetent. If Moor means black, then everybody black's a Moor. Right? If Moor means black, then everybody who says I'm black, then that means they're a Moor then. If Moor means black. No, how come they're not saying they're Moors then? Obviously, Moor doesn't mean black. Why wouldn't they just switch over? So which Moorish American Asiatic nation of descent from where you came? You really have a hard ears, huh? Your ears are hard. Don't worry. We're going to put this jackhammer to your ears. Don't worry. The key of civilization was and is in the hands of the Asiatic nations, the Moorish, who were the ancient Moabites. Right? The ancient Moabites. That's the Asiatic nation that the Moorish Americans are descendant from. The modern name for them is Moroccans. So whether you say Moroccans, whether you say Moabites, whether you say ancient Egyptians, whether you say Tartarians, whether you say you're talking about the Asiatic nations who are Moors. Even if we come from Sirius A and Sirius B, we're still Moors because the Dogon high priests wear red fezzes. Don't red fezzes mean Moors? Red fezzes means Moors. As soon as you see fezzes, you say, oh, they're Moors, right? All right, so the Dogon high priests wear red fezzes. So they're Moors. It's all right to be Moors. I know that the brainwash is thick. I know it's thick. I know we're putting the sledgehammer to your ears. It's still not going through. We already know. Right? Everybody's not going to get it the first time. That's why there's 4,000 videos. One of these videos are going to get you. Just go check. There's 4,000 uploads on this. One of them videos is going to get you. They'll tap you in. Trust me. That's why it's done like that. Flood the market. Flood the market so you have no everybody loses. If they're talking BS. If they're not telling the truth, oh yeah, they're done for. You know, truth reigns supreme. You know, again, don't get mad at Moors. Go debate Noble Drew Ali. Go debate Noble Drew Ali, because he's the one that gave us everything that we're talking about on here. There's Noble Drew Ali that I'm quoting. Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali. So don't get mad. Get mad at Kudro. Name one indigenous tribe that called themselves Moors prior to Europeans coming here. Moor is not a tribe. Why would we name a Moorish tribe that called themselves? Like, what are you talking about? Moors aren't a tribe. Moor is an empire. Moor is a nation. Now, tribes that are part of the Moorish nation, I tell you that the Olmecs are part of the Moorish nation. You saw them with their tassels and all that. Why don't we just talk the Olmecs? Because since they're the first people over here. Right. You're saying Olmecs. Like they're Moors. They know that they're Moors. The Delaware Code said that the Delaware Moors licenses had M on it for Moor. Why do licenses have M on it for Moor if they're from Spain? Right. Right, so if Indian's a misnomer, then so are all the tribes. No, the Washita, they're Moors. Washita are Moors. And everybody knows that they're Moors too. And the Empress, she had the Elbe and all that. There's an indigenous tribe that says that they're Moors. You're going to debate the Washita with the Empress? You're going to debate the Empress? What do you mean? Washita been here before Europeans came here. What do you mean? Washita's not new. Wichita, that's not new. Uicha, that's not new. The Empress of the Washita was Elbe. How is she not claiming to be a Moor? What are you talking about? How is she not a Moor and her name's Elbe? Stop making up dumb stuff. Elbe are Moorish titles of nobility. The Empress of the Washita was Elbe. I mean, she had the fez with Elbe and all that on it. What are you talking about? What prior to Europeans' contact? Washita was here before Europeans came here. You tell me Washita wasn't here before 1492? You're the one that wanted me to name a tribe. We named 3 tribes. We named Delaware, we said Washita, and we said the Olmecs. We didn't even bring up Cherokee, Choctaw, and all of them, who all of them know that they're Moors too. I've been to the powwows. I've been to the powwow. And they know that we're Moors. They know that all the indigenous people are Moors. There was no debating. There was none of this going on when I was talking with the Indian tribes, with my fez on. They weren't debating. They weren't debating, are we Moors? Matter of fact, some of them adopted it. And they're putting all the other tribal members on that, hey, we're not Indians and tribes and all that. We're Moors. So I don't know where your reference point is with regard to Moors and Native American people, but you're way off. You're way off. This is not no panel. You're not coming on here to make me not be a Moor. I'm going to be a Moor after we get off this. You're not going to convince me I'm not a Moor. Right? I don't care what you do. You tell me Noble Jawali's a faggot. I don't care. I'm still a Moor. Well, I got pictures that he sucked somebody's dick or whatever. I don't care. What the hell do I care? I'm a Moor still. You think you're gonna come up here and say something that's gonna make me not be a Moor? You're not. And whoever you convince that's on here listening to you, we don't need them either. If they're gonna listen to you and not be a Moor, when you don't even have anything to show about what you're doing, playing around. Peace.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to know, I just randomly found this on YouTube, and I've been really interested in the Scottish Moors, but I'm really struggling to find information, so it was just to see if you could maybe enlighten me.
Enlighten you on what exactly?
The Scottish Moors.
Well, there's a series of books. There's 2 series of books called Ancient and Modern Britons by David McRitchie.
David McRitchie.
Yeah. David McRitchie, Ancient and Modern Britons.
Ancient and Modern Britons.
And then there's also Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers.
And Nature Knows No Color Line. Sorry, I'm just putting it into my notes.
No problem. Take your time. Yeah, David McRitchie. Any Moors in the chat? If you have any more Moors in Europe books, just put it in the chat. So LT could write those down.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. Thanks for chiming in.
Thank you. I'm going to keep listening because I want to learn a little bit more.
All right, no problem.
But I'll jump out in case anyone else wants to jump in.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace. Right? What are we doing? Please. You better come on here with something good after that. You better come on here with something good after that. Shah, you're online. Peace.
Peace, chat.
So I see a lot of talk in the chat about who's Moors and who's not. Um, I want to say this first. You could be whatever you want to be. You could claim to be a Moor. I don't have no problem with nobody claiming to be a Moor. Um, but as it pertains to history, um, this idea that the indigenous people of America or South America or Canada was claiming to be Moors or that they were Moors is a false premise. Um, you do have tribes like the Washita that claim to be, or the Delaware Lenape that claim to be, but that's after European contact. That's not before. The real Lenape migrated down from the north. If they migrated down from the north down into Delaware, and their Algonquin tribe, where did this Moorish ideology come from? There's a
Were they
reason why
dark?
the
Were
hold
they
on.
dark skinned people?
Were they dark skinned people?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them may have been brown.
Okay, so
But
majority, and is that just them, or is that majority of the Indian tribes? Majority of the Indian tribes, you would say dark skinned people?
no, I wouldn't say that,
Well, why not?
because you have indigenous tribes across the 50 states down to South America, up all the way up to the Inuit people for Canada. Those a lot of those people are not brown at all. Um, I think people have this misconception that all of the indigenous tribes were copper color or brown. That's just a faulty premise. They all didn't look alike. They all didn't have the same hue. Um, but being brown, you can't interchange that context and try to make it one concept of more and just skin color, and then a more as far as this ideology or this I guess identity.
So
It
what?
does.
So what?
I don't think it works like that.
What landmass do these indigenous tribes live on?
With you, with landmass that
Yeah.
they originally were on. This landmass that we're on that we call America, South America, North America, Canada.
So everything over here.
Yeah.
Everything on this side. So
Yeah.
if Noble Drew Ali is making reference that the founders and the true possessors of this land are the ancient Moabites and Canaanites, and these modern people, their modern name is Moroccan, then that would mean these people are Moors, wouldn't it?
No, that's because you mix an ideology. That's a religion.
No,
All respect. Hold on, brother.
I never mentioned religion.
But you mentioned Noble Drew Ali. With all respect to him, I'm not going to.
But that's not religious. Mentioning him isn't religious.
No, I said his ideology is religious. His ideology, his thought process.
How is Canaanites and nationality religious?
Because that whole idea of Canaanites, Moabites, that's all religious.
That's not religious.
It's very much religious.
How is that religious?
Where's Canaanites and Moabites from?
From Moab and Canaan. What do you mean? Where are they from?
Where? Where's their location? What location are they from? It's not America. So name the location. I know the location. I'm asking you. If it's not religious, where their location? Where's Canaan? Where's that?
Canaan's on this side, what they call Canada.
No, it's not over in America. There's no. We're not doing that. Again, they're trying to run from religion and create this false. Again, let's be honest, brother.
I'm answering the question.
Canaan is not in America.
Let me finish. Canaan is what they call Canada over here.
No, it's not.
As well as above Egypt on that side.
That's Canaan. Nobody calls Canada Canaan. Who calls it that?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Who calls
Canada's,
it that? Who?
The same way that over there's Canaan and you're not debating it. It's the same thing over here.
No. Because you're bringing. Again, that's
research Canada.
There's nothing to research.
The name of Canada. and it's gonna come up that over here was named Canaan. It's not assumption.
Wait,
Do
who
your
named
research.
who named
I'm
Canada?
telling you,
Who
I'm
named
telling you.
Canada Canaan? Who named Canada Canaan? Who?
The people who are living here, the indigenous people. What do you mean who?
No indigenous people ever named Canada Canaan. Those indigenous people up there, you got the Algonquin.
Stop it. Talk to yourself. Pata, you're next. Conversation's over. You're next, Pata.
Islamism. High honors to the Prophet Noble Dwali and all the prophets sent to wake fallen humanity. And in that spirit, first of all, there is no indigenous, no Inuit, no Eskimo ever called the land and environment they lived in that you call Canada today, the word Canada. Only Europeans did that. If you could show and prove, we show and prove. Not that he said, she said stuff that sounds good. That's pseudo. Second of all, my question about, first of all, it got many Asiatic nations that you call in Moorish America.
No, not that I'm calling. Not that I'm calling. No, Drew
The
Ali.
prophet has alluded to as Moorish America. Quran Circle 7 said Moorish America. And then it said Mexicans, as if Mexicans were separate from North America or Moorish America. There would be Moorish Americans too, if you ask me. So the Atlantis Isles would be Moorish Americans too. But my point is, you had many nations, Asiatic nations, people by what's referred to as Muslims, right? That lump everybody called Moorish America. So what kind of Moorish America are you? Because you said you hold a key, a mufti to this stuff, right? Key, an opener, a top. That what top mean, opener, right? And it says to the world, something important to the world. So my question to you is, which Asiatic nation of descent do you come from? From whence do you come? Which one? Which one of those Asiatic nations that's called Moorish America that you come from? Because I'm without the United States, so I can't just say Moorish American no more. I got to go back home to the one my people were part of.
If we're descendants of Moroccan, then we're Moroccan. If we're descendants of Moroccans born in America, our nationality is Moorish American. That's our nationality.
So what about those of us that was here already when you came from Morocco? And we might have mixed with you, but some of us was here.
What do you mean came from Morocco? Morocco's here.
Okay. When did you come from? Where were you before you came?
I'm here. I'm here.
What was this before we called Morocco?
Me myself. I was born in the jurisdiction that people call Canada. That's here. That's on this side. I wasn't born in some island. I wasn't born in Africa. I'm from here. I'm dark skinned. I was born here. I'm from here. The Americans are the copper-colored natives that were here before Europeans.
So you don't know yourself? You can't identify yourself to who your family line was?
What do you mean who my family line was?
Yeah, like before this was Morocco, because Morocco came about a certain time, right?
When did Morocco come about? When did Morocco come about?
Let's say 10,500 years ago. Let's say 50,000 years ago. We were still here already. That's all I'm saying. Thriving. No TP living. One TP living.
But what's that? Yeah, okay, but what's your point?
So the point is, what's the name of your Asiatic nation from which your descent? What's your family line?
Moroccan.
Wait. Don't just generalize Morocco. You can't get no property back claiming no Morocco. If you are heir to anything in this land and you go to no court system, that ain't gonna fly. That fly in church. Look at me. You are stuck in a divine. All of you listening to me, all of you are stuck in that divine movement. You're not in the national movement, man. Not in the national movement. Moorish American allude to something. You got to identify to have that key. You got to identify to which Asiatic nation of descent from whence you came. Go ask Todd. Go ask Todd. Don't debate with me. Go ask Todd. Don't debate. You don't know. Go ask Todd if what I just asked you was right and it just obey. Period.
What's the Asiatic nation then? So what's the Asiatic nation?
For me, right? For my bloodline, our true and divine name is Anikitawa. Some of you might be.
Show me that ID show me that ID saying that.
I got an ID saying it.
Show me your ID. Just put it on the screen right now. You don't got to show yourself. Just show me the ID saying that.
But say, Anikito, I don't got it right here on me right now, but I can show it to you in about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I thought that's who you are.
That is who I'm at, but I don't have anything on me right now. I might be in my underwear. I might be in the tub. I don't have anything on me right now. I just ran out with the phone.
Like we could put it's easy. It's easy.
Yeah, because right? Give me 25 minutes. Give me 25 minutes and I could go show you.
That's all.
You know what I mean?
Nothing hard.
You know, my nationality, I could show you my Kitawa certification, I sure can. But my nationality today, the nation.
Don't talk. Stop the dumb stuff. You can't even show me ID saying that you're Ani, whatever it is. You're in the tub, so you can't show ID. What the hell you doing in the tub on the live? Like, what the fuck you talking about? What are you talking about? Stop the stupid shit. And then for the other one that was on here, you go research the origin of the name Canada. Kanata's gonna come up. Canadigwa's gonna come up. Canaan's gonna come up. Kent is gonna come up. Of course, places were named multiple things. There was some. The people didn't call themselves Cherokee 50,000 years ago. The hell are you talking about? What they call themselves Cherokee today, right? Because that's recognized as the name that they're going to be called. Stop the dumb arguments. If you're dark skinned, you're a Moor. If you're a Moor, you should be part of the Moroccan Empire. It's that simple. What nation of the Moroccan Empire are you? Some people say Brazilian, some people say, and then people are going to talk about tribes. They tell me about tribes. They're asking for national names. Guyanese, that's a national name. We say we're Moorish Americans because we're descendants of Moroccans. And Juali gave us the key that our jurisdiction is above Mexico. Because the Asiatic nations of North America are the Moorish Americans and the Mexicans. There's no Canada and United States. That's a fiction. Those are fraud. As soon as you bring those up, you just disqualified yourself. Even the damn slaves knew to go to Canaan to escape slavery. Even they knew. Even a dumb nigger slave knew, oh yeah, escape slavery, let's go to Canaan. They're talking about go to Canada. Go check the slave hymns. How come they know? Obviously they were indigenous people, right? Isn't that what you say? You didn't come here on a slave ship. They're the Indians. All right, well, the Indians knew to escape slavery to go north to Canaan. That's indigenous people who are talking. Those aren't black slaves, according to y'all, because there was no slave stuff, right? The slave stuff is a myth. Right, indigenous people? Right? Lying and saying that a continent is an island. What's a continent an island? Stop being a liar. Turtle Island. This stuff's not even shaped like a damn turtle. Making up stuff. Can't show your ID. We're asking for that. You can't show that. We give you an opportunity to come on here. Somebody of Scottish descent came on here, asked an intelligent question. Hey, I'm trying to find out about this. Gave them a reference point. Do your research there. Right? Then two goofs come on here, debating something. There's nothing to debate. You're not going to get on here and convince me that I'm not a Moor. You're not going to convince me that this isn't Canaanland. You're not going to convince me that Canaanland isn't part of Morocco. I don't care what you say. Don't get mad. This is our platform. We're Moors. You have your Indian platform. You go on your Indian platform and do your Indian whatever. Don't expect to come on a Moorish platform and have your Indian way. Who are you? You don't even rep for y'all like that. You don't rep for y'all like that. Thinking there's something to debate or something. We're not arguing. Right? Voice is raised because this hammer has to swing on your brick ears. So yeah, you're gonna get yelled at. You know what? He mad, stressing ourselves out for trolls. What the hell are you talking about? Stressing out for trolls. People are trolls. Nothing better to do with your life. You just got back from Mecca. Lecturing. What the hell do you people do on the weekend? Barbecue your damn beef burgers. Talking crazy. We're not Moors. We're some Indian tribe. Why would you be an Indian tribe? Why would that be your level? You're an Indian tribe. The running in the bushes people, picking berries, that's what you're on? You're on some picking berries. That's what you want to do. You want to run through the bushes picking strawberries and raspberries. That's what you want to do. You know, you want to go fishing and all that. You want to go fishing? That's what you want to do? We're not them, right? And again, if people want to go there, if you don't want to be Moors, you're Indians, fine. Go be Indians. We know that's the TP whoever's, right? They never did any type of masonry ever in their life. All they know is teepees and doing stuff in the dirt and all that, doing stuff in the grass and whatever. That's what they're on, if they're claiming some Indian tribe or whatever. These people aren't the founders of civilization that had trade routes and all that stuff. Ain't no guy with no buffalo hide running around talking about he's the founder of civilization. Stop the madness. Like what? All these pyramids and cities under cities under cities. Who built those? Some Indians? I bet it wasn't. I bet it wasn't. And these people think that they are Johnny come latelys. Think you're stopping something. Go back and tell your handlers that you couldn't break through. You couldn't break through. You tell me Indians built all this stuff around here? No, they didn't. Stop lying. They're in a canoe. Yeah, canoe? Yeah, 555 Moors. Yeah, canoeing, talking crazy. Get that canoe BS somewhere else. You might be able to fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time, because we're awake now, eyes wide open, seeing and knowing. And you're not going to be on here playing your little BS division games when we're about unity. We're Moors. We're on Negro, black, colored, Ethiopian, or any of the other fictions. We're Moors. Either you're Moors or you're property. Period. Those are your options. Either you're Moors or you're property. And many people are going to debate Moors to stay property. Then you go be property then. It's all good. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Honors to Noble Drew Ali, our prophet. Honors to our prophet, Noble Drew Ali, who was Cherokee, by the way, and told us that we're Moors. If a Cherokee knows that he's Moors, then what's wrong with all these other Cherokees out here playing games, playing Indian tribe games? Don't let them play their little Indian tribe game with you. We're Moors. There's no Indian language. The only Indian language is Hindu, Sri Lankan, Punjabi. And that word Indian doesn't even exist in that. But Moor does, though. In every Indian language, Moor is in there. And the Indians know, and it's called the Mauryan dynasty. And all the Indians know about the Mauryan dynasty, and they give honors to the Mauryan dynasty. So you go do some research, and you go get yourself learned up. You go get yourself learned up. Because without the Moorish paradigm, every other thing that you're talking about, wasting time. Honors to all the mothers. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Peace and love to all. Peace and love to all. Oh, the point isn't that, oh, they call themselves whatever. The point is, I don't give a fuck what they call themselves. What they should be calling themselves is Moors, because that's the last people who look like us that were ruling the world. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Islam.